After one, 7-0 on the A's. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers.
Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. Tua now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Dolphins taking over now late in this 1st half.
Here we go, here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group will...
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass
motion. Now it's Tua.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense. On play action, here's Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
That man again, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. Back now at Ford Field. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done, they continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick six?
Miami's offense set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Miami set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complementary